Hello and welcome to BMC Durfee High School's Luke Urban Fieldhouse for round one of the South Boys Volleyball Playoffs in the MIAA State Tournament between the Brookline Warriors and your Durfee Hilltoppers. We're pleased to welcome you this evening to BMC Durfee High School. Good sportsmanship is one of the primary goals of interscholastic athletic programs. Our student athletes recognize that judgment calls are made in good faith and that they must abide by the decisions of the officials. Spectators can support their interscholastic program by refraining from derogatory remarks or cheers. We hope that you will enjoy the game and that you will support all the participants in a positive, sportsmanlike manner. Now, let's meet the starting lineup, starting with the visiting Warriors. Junior, number 9, Stefan Hansel. Junior, number 17, Eric Chabon. Senior, number 2, Wilson Sue. Senior, number 5, Michael Lee. Senior, number 15, Kyle McCauley Pomeroy. Senior, number 27, Robert Watkins. And senior number 31, Brent Lacey. The Warriors are led by head coach Dana Jones, assisted by Bryson Rainey, Justin Suhu, and Travis Cito. And now for your Durfee Hilltoppers. Sophomore number 4, Thomas Michael. Sophomore number 13, Nelson DiCavallo. Junior number 18, Nilan Nera. Junior number 20, Danny Keys. Senior captain number 7, Cameron Branco. And a senior captain number 14, Joe Camara. The Hilltoppers are led by head coach Brendan Kelly, assisted by Chris Policino and Corey Linares. Now we ask that you please stand and remove your caps for the playing of the national anthem. One of the perks of the job, Kelly, getting to do the PA. Evan Massoud and Kelly Bullier with you for playoff volleyball. And Kelly, we were so happy when we heard that. We were indeed getting a home game for the playoffs, right?
So exciting, so exciting.
It sure is. So these two teams coming in actually with the same record, 12-8. And
yeah.
I'm not sure, honestly, I'll be completely honest. I don't know maybe with the tiebreaker, but I'm going to assume maybe it's because we won our division. I'm not sure if Brookline actually won their division. It's not seated in the bracket. But needless to say, fantastic to have a home match for the playoffs. So before we get things started, a word from the MIAA. A well-rounded education is one that is not only academically oriented, but one that also includes physical, social, and emotional development. Interscholastic athletics provide the other half of education. The MIAA encourages you to support your local high school athletic teams throughout the school year.
Nice.
Do that a couple times. Part of the playoff rules. So we follow the rules here at Fred TV.
Yes.
So great to be with you for playoff volleyball as we get things underway. A low serve for the Warriors. Branco sets up Danny Keys. And the Hilltoppers start off with a point. So just like that, Durfee gets the first point and gets possession. So now they control play.
I like it.
There's a set for up front. Nice diving play there, but then a spike for the point. Just out of reach of James Rebello. First effort was good. Second one couldn't get up in time. And credit the Warriors for noticing that there was a spot there to shoot at.
That number 15 in the middle there for Brookline, just watching him from warm-ups, was hitting the ball fantastic. So I think we're going to see a lot of that if we give an overpass or a tight pass to the net, that he's really going to be right there to hit that ball right back at the Hilltoppers. So they've got to be ready for him. That's
Kyle McCauley Pomeroy. He is a senior, and Coach Dana Jones said you're going to see a lot from him today.
Yeah.
So we already have.
Right.
Joe is blocked, but it appeared to be
hit the antenna there.
Yeah, hit the antenna. We saw it move. I want to say hit the post, but that's not the right term. It's the antenna.
Yep.
It's the antenna. Danny Keys will serve. I'll tell you, a late arriving crowd here at the field house, but this is probably as packed as we've seen it for volleyball all season, which is fantastic.
It's nice like this. I like when there's a nice big crowd.
I know. Short serve from Keys, and it's going to give possession right back to Brookline.
People don't realize how much volleyball is a momentum game, and having the momentum on your side is so important. And when we have this nice crowd, when you can get a nice hit and the crowd goes wild, it definitely puts the guys, in a good spot and makes them feel good, and then they'll go at the team again. So it's nice to have that.
It's a great block up front by Nicholas Cardozo, but unfortunately went out of play on the block. So point goes to Brookline, but you're right about the crowd. I mean, and too, I'm seeing there's a lot of alumni here. This is a nice crowd that we got. I mean, it's May 31st, so most of the kids are home from school too. So good group of guys here. Joe Camara with a kill.
Nice one.
4-3 the score.
Went right through that block there. That was a really smart play by Joe.
Cardozo on the serve. Set looking for, that was 17, another one that Coach Jones said to look out for. Eric Chabon, he's only a junior, but he's been playing like a senior according to Coach Jones. So Hilltoppers draw back even as they continue to serve. Cardozo will look to keep it going.
I think this will be a nice matchup today. I'm excited to see what's going to happen here.
The question is who wants to win, because the winner gets to play Taunton.
Oh!
So happy birthday to you. Taunton, of course, we saw them on senior night here last week.
Right.
And I think that's the only loss that you and I had as a team.
Yeah.
But Taunton, 18-0, the only undefeated team in the state. We knew it was going to be tough.
They're doing well.
As they should, they are the #1 seed with a bye here in this first round. So they go right into the quarters. That's it for the point, and that was Holger Di Cavallo.
I guess the good and bad thing about the playoff games too is you see the referees on the corners of the court as your line judges, and sometimes when we don't have those line judges there, we'll get away with the ball that might have been hit out of bounds.
Yeah.
Just because the referee at the top is trying to see that and might make a bad call. Now having those line judges, sometimes it can go in your favor and then not go in your favor.
No, and I'm glad you touched on that, because it's very important, and it shows you with these playoff games being one and done. I mean, you got to win to advance, and let's face it, there's no instant replay here. This is
Yeah.
high school sports. So if one bad call, and that stayed in too.
Oh, yeah, that was way in.
One bad call, and we just saw Coach Brendan Kelly tapping his shit. I think he told him to let it go.
Yeah, I heard someone yell out.
Yeah, but one bad call that maybe isn't necessarily the fault of anyone. It's just the angle.
Right.
If that costs you a chance to advance in the playoff tournament bracket, then that's a big problem. So I'm glad to see 4 officials. Line judges, honestly, we should have them for the regular season too.
I agree. I like having them for those tough calls. Especially at certain gyms where the color of the lines on the court are almost similar to the actual court. I think at Taunton with the orange line on a hardwood floor is very difficult to read sometimes and see.
Well, for me, that's like the field hockey lines on the practice field out at, in the practice football field. It is not easy to see those lines.
Right.
You're talking faded yellow on green.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of rough, or is it red? I'm trying to think. Regardless, the coloring just doesn't show up well on the green. And then same with inside. When you have a lot of stuff going on, it's tough to find boundaries,
Exactly.
What a save. Third touch is going to stay in. Warriors with a heck of a fight there. Nero looking for a kill. The ceiling's in play. Coming back with a whistle. And they're calling a double touch, I think, on
Cameron Branco.
Man, that's a tough one. 10-6, Brookline in the early goings of set number 1. Set up Nillen, and that comes back. Kick is still in play, and it's going to go out.
They've got some big blockers up there. We're going to have to play some good defense and even just coverage of our hitters. So as a passer being in the back row, really stepping up behind your hitter to make sure that you're covering after he's hit that ball just in case it's blocked.
That's blocked, but that's going out of play. Coach Jones was saying that this is their first playoff appearance since 2011. So this group of guys have never seen tournament play. So they're hungry for it. It's a senior-heavy team. There's a ton of seniors on this roster. Probably 70% of the roster are seniors for the Warriors. So, they've worked hard to get here, and they're trying to prove that it's no fluke. 12-8 up in Boston is probably like 16-4 down here, because the Boston conferences are always, not to knock the big 3 or any team down here, but it's like the Newtons. We always run into the Newtons and Needham.
They've got some great teams up there.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So definitely, I'd say higher competition. I mean, we play some of the Boston area teams, Randolph, Quincy. Brendan Kelly said that Randolph's the only common opponent between these two teams. So I guess Brookline and us. I know we played Randolph, but I believe Brookline did as well, according to Brendan.
Gotcha.
So, but the rest of the schedule is, different, totally different schedule for both sides. So, and of course, this is the first time we're seeing Brookline. That is just out, and it's 13-8. 6:30 start here at the field house because it is primetime playoff action. So, and that, I think, also helps to why we have such a nice crowd here.
Yeah.
Because people were actually able to make it, people out of work. Different from the, 5 o'clock-ish start of the normal regular season. Joe sends that one a long way, and it sails out of play. 6-point lead and a timeout. I'll tell you one thing. Brookline may not have a lot of fans here, but the team, their roster's massive. They brought everybody up.
Right.
You're looking at basically a 20-player roster, and they are their cheering section.
Exactly.
They're the seventh man because they're pretty loud over there. Durfee's got, looking here at their roster, they have 13, 15, or about that. Yeah, 5, 10, 15. Yeah, so 15 on the roster. So, 5 less kids. But again, not everyone, it's an expanded roster. Not everyone is going to play.
Right, exactly.
But you have the numbers and you have the guys supporting the team. It's the same thing as a home field advantage for us with the crowd.
Right.
And the Hilltoppers baseball team, we can give you some playoff news. Durfee baseball is in the tournament.
Oh, nice.
They won 10 games, and they clinched it with a Mercy rule shortened, I think it was 20-1.
Oh, wow.
Whopping of Conley.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I hadn't heard that.
Oh, yeah. They really put it
Man.
to the Cougars on
Oh, my
on
goodness.
Tuesday. So that was win 10. You had to win number 10. So
Nice.
they're in.
Awesome.
They lost a share of the Big Three because they lost to Brockton on Senior Day yesterday.
Okay.
But good news is they're in overall record. So
Perfect.
they will be playing in the tournament yet again.
That's great.
Softball did not make the cut this year. So
Right.
close. In terms of the Big Three. They were out of it in terms of overall record, but in terms of the Big Three, it came down to one loss against New Bedford. So, they were there. And then over at Diamond, Kathy Noversa's softball team,
Yep.
they made it in. They are, 11-8, but 7-1 in the league. So tops of the Mayflower yet again. And Flo Lima's baseball team as well. I think their record, if I recall from earlier, was 12-6. So they're in the tournament. So the Bengals will look to make some noise in the Mayflower League tournament this year. The MIAA's division for the vocational schools. I haven't been able to make it a Diamond this spring.
Ooh.
Every time I had a game scheduled for them, it either rained or one of our Big Three games here got changed to their game date that I had down. And, the Big Three takes precedence, especially when you have a team like this contending for a league championship.
Definitely.
So, sadly, I have not been over to Diamond yet, but we'll get there. We're going to get there for playoffs or follow them wherever they go. Get some playoff stuff for them, some playoff footage, and cover that action for you as well. 17-9, an 8-point lead in set number 1 as Brookline kind of pulling away here on a bit of a run. Great serving, except that time it went out. Wilson Sue sent it a little too long on the jump serve.
Durfee's going to have to do a good job with their passing right now to really kind of get that ball to Cameron, and so we can set up our hitters where that's going to be their biggest thing.
Yeah, got to put something together. They seem a little out of rhythm right now. And here
definitely.
All right, that's a good block. Cam's going to come back and play it. Joe's going to send it over on the third hit. Looking to set up number 9. Oh, we got a whistle and a carry.
On that.
They were, it looked like Macaulay Pomeroy was breaking, and then Stefan Hansel came to the near side. They kind of redirected. A little trickery there from the Warriors. Same deal right there. A step backwards. That's out of play. So Durfee with another point. Cuts it to 5. 3 straight points for the Hilltoppers.
That play right there scares me as a coach. When I see that ball going to the corner and Cameron wasn't really tracking it all the way and following it, and I get nervous that that's going to drop in bounds and no one's there.
Like that. And you're right, because, as it's going that way, the court opens up because the corner peaks, so it can very easily sneak in.
Yeah.
That was another fake out. They used Pomeroy to kind of bait him, and they switched and went on the far side. I think it was Chabon that got the kill that time. Now we're going to see Pomeroy serving left to right. 6-point game. Soft serve, Keys down to the knees to play it and dig it out. It's a little lob over. Ooh, a set to Cam and a set to Joe for the point.
Nice swing there by Joseph. Coach Kelly was telling me that they, watching a few videos of Brookline, he didn't feel that they were as fast as us on offense with kind of setting up an offense and, getting the ball to our hitters. So hopefully we can kind of capitalize on that and really go quicker and, run that ball quick, get it out of the setter's hand right away, and hopefully that'll make us a few points there. Yeah.
Well, Brendan told me beforehand, the last couple of years have had some injuries. So 2016 was a good year, but so this year, because of last year with a lot of the injuries that they had, a lot of the guys were forced into starting roles as juniors. And that only helps you for this year now as seniors. You know, guys like Joe, Cam being a leader, he spoke very highly of Cam Branco and Joe Camara. He says, you know, when you have great leaders, you get great followers.
Yes.
And they've really, I mean, they've had tremendous years. I mean, Joe's been playing, didn't he? He got varsity time, we said, as a freshman, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think probably at least halfway through the season.
Yeah. So, but interestingly enough, you know, we talk about these teams hadn't seen each other. Brendan says he loves this because it's kind of an even playing field. You don't, you know, you can look at tape, there's research, you know, but it's not like you've seen them before. Nice job by DiCavallo. So that's one thing that it was kind of an interesting take. He says, I like seeing new teams. It's a good test for us. You know, it really makes it a clean slate, a brand new season.
Yeah, I agree.
So 20-15 as Camara serves. Looking out for Chabon. That is in. Chabon on the serve now.
Good pass.
Gonna set up Nillen on this side. Takes out the libero, Michael Lee. Lee had no chance on that one.
And that was a nice swing.
Like they say, the ball kept getting bigger and bigger, and he didn't know why. Then it hit him.
That was great. Oh.
That's a point for Brookline.
That was a good block there, too. Just
just
off the hands.
You know, too strong of a hit and the deflection.
Yep. Whoever's on that, you know, closest to us along the net really got to make sure that their left hand is turned into the court so they can get that ball off the block, you know, right back onto the court.
Yeah. Cam Branco trying to do it himself that time, which I like. Haven't seen him do much of that last couple matches we covered. But nonetheless, Watkins going to continue to serve as it didn't get over the net. This time we'll get the quick set for Keys. What a block! But it does go out of play. Oh, that was a massive block, but unfortunately for the Warriors, it went out.
Nice.
And there was a lot of room.
Oh, there was
a lot of room on the far side of the court over there. Cam Branco will serve now. Look back at the match against Brockton. And
nice.
Oh, what a block there.
Great block by Danny.
Danny Keys with the denial up front.
That's a good matchup up there. Danny and then number 15, what's his last name? There he is. How do you say that?
Macaulay Pomeroy.
Pomeroy, all right.
Looks like they're setting him up again. Nope, far side. Oh, it's kept in. That might have gone out of bounds. They kept it in, though. Another block. Nillen will put it up in the air for Cam, going backwards to Cardoso. Now back to the Warriors, looking to set up Chabon. That's going to, that would have been going long.
Out of bounds.
Oh.
That's a tough one.
Camara put his hands up. He knew it. I mean, but again, natural reaction. It's coming at you about 40 miles an hour at your face. You want to put your hands up.
Yep.
Set point for the Warriors here. It's 24-18 in number 1. Hilltoppers.
Nice pass again.
Got to turn the tides in their favor. That is in play, falling fast, kept alive by the diving Pomeroy, who almost collided with Lee. Point to Brookline on a carry, and the Warriors take set number 1. 25-18, and I'll tell you, when you're coming into the visitor's house in a sudden death playoff game, to take the first set is huge for the Warriors.
Yeah. I mean, both teams played well. We didn't seem to be, as Hilltoppers, be in our kind of rhythm, I don't think. But at least we now, you know, Coach Kelly knows what he's got to kind of fix and where we got to step it up a little bit.
I will say, I think the biggest thing was, like you said, the rhythm aspect. Tough for Durfee to really kind of get any streak or any run going. The middle portion of set 1, the Warriors really pulled away, and it was kind of like, you know, try to chip away, and it didn't really happen, you know.
Right.
Topper's got to go back to work for set number 2. Now a word from the MIAA. The Massachusetts Interscholastic Athletic Association is committed to good sportsmanship. Sportsmanship, citizenship, and responsibility are the trademarks of high school activities. Support school activities with your own display of good sportsmanship and help encourage America's youth to accept the responsibility which freedom demands. Support your local high school, see the future of America on display, and attend high school competitions in your community. Evan Massoud and Kelly Bullier with you here for playoff volleyball in the South bracket, the state tournament. Set number 2 about to begin here at the field house. Playoff volleyball on Fred TV. Into the net, Hilltoppers, like the last set, start off ahead. Mentioned that the baseball team here got into the tournament. Well, seedings come out on Tuesday, so again, be sure to check out our Fred TV Sports Facebook page for all you need to know. Beautiful placement right there by Pomeroy in a wide open court.
He gets up there. He's really above that ball and just hitting it straight down. I think that was probably within the 10-foot line.
Oh yeah, it was barely past that. I mean, that's getting probably 45-degree angle to the ground. Played by Cardoso for the Hilltoppers. Blocked.
Ooh.
Well, I thought that might have been a reach. That net moved. And Durfee does get the point.
Oh, nice.
I was going to say, there was a lot of movement there, and I know Durfee wasn't reaching. They were back trying to swing. So the point to the Hilltoppers. And it'll be Rebello serving. I'll tell you, that's going out. Whoa, they're calling a touch. I got to tell you one thing I'm really impressed with is Brookline sets it, and you're right, they're maybe not as quick as we are for set to kill.
Right.
However, Brookline dekes you every time. I never know who's going for the ball.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, I'm ready to say one name as they're getting ready to break, and then someone else goes. So look at, all right, that time they went with, wow, what a kill from Pomeroy.
Great swing. He's going to be tough to stop. You know, we having Danny up there is going to be great because we can get a good matchup and hopefully he can get his hands on some stuff.
Yeah.
But for the defense in the back row, we're really going to have to stay under that ball and line
That was
yourself up with it.
Like a home run swing.
Because here it is again.
And that was, that's what happens when you get a good serve. Sometimes you can't play it and it sails back.
That overpass is going to be tough with him up there in the front row.
So Wilson Sue will continue to serve. It's 4-2 in favor of Brookline here in set number 2. Already up 1-0. That is out. And Durfee gets it back. It's hard to believe. We got my paycheck last week was pay week, and if I'm not mistaken, it said like week or pay period number 20 out of 22. Like it's unbelievable that with that tomorrow's June.
Right?
Like holy cow! I mean, I feel like the science department just flooded like yesterday, and that was January.
No, this year has just gone by in a blink of an eye.
It really has.
I can't even believe it. Nice.
Hilltoppers earn themselves a point.
Yeah, we really just got to play smart here and find those holes on the court on Brookline's side. And it doesn't have to be the hardest of hits. It's just got to be where we want the ball to go. It's got to find that spot on the floor.
Yeah, and we talked about this. Is you can't wait for their mistakes.
Right.
You need to play your game, play good volleyball, and control the pace of play.
Yeah.
That's another point, just like that.
Be aggressive on your swings, like Joe just did. That was great. And even on the miss hits, they're okay. They're gonna land. They'll drop, and we'll be able to pick up points from that.
5-5, and it is Cardoso on the serve again.
He's coming back from an ankle injury.
I know. I was gonna say we didn't have him senior.
Back.
Cam Branco with the save and the point.
And that's the great thing about having a line judge right there is that young man followed that. Number 2, that he followed that all the way to the line, but it just nabbed the line. The line judge saw it. So. And
our official on the ladder would never have been able to see that.
He would have called that out with having that kid right there. Definitely.
Yeah. Either that or we'd have a replayed point.
Yeah.
Nice job by Cardoso. Far side, got to send it over, and we'll reset for Brookline here. Here comes Chabon, and it's going to be too hot to handle. But that was a good 3 straight points for the Hilltoppers.
Yep.
We saw them do a lot of things right there, and that's stuff to build off of as you got to go on the defensive now.
Definitely. Hopefully keep this game a little closer than the last and not let them kind of pull away.
Yeah. Serving will be, if I can see the number 16, Ethan Champel. Blocked, but kept alive.
Good cover.
Sent over a third touch. Kim with the set. We're going to Kamara, trying to lob it in there, but Chabon is there. Now the set backwards to Lee. Oh, that was Sue, rather.
Nice.
Coming right back to us. Brad Buston with the catch.
Part of the game. That was a nice swing by Joseph.
Brad, cool, calm, and collective. Not shaking at all.
They like to include us in the games. I like that.
That's the second time that's happened this season.
Good serve there by Joe.
Sure was. Again, another fake. They went to Chabon and said, Joe leaning out, and it's going back. And Cam sends it flying, not happy. Little frustration showing there.
That was a tough one for Joseph trying to get that one up.
Yeah, I mean, it's good placement. Nobody else was there. So 7-7, and Chabon will serve. Oh, little court maintenance here.
Yeah.
Don't need anybody slipping.
It's starting to get warm out. It gets nice and steamy in this gym.
Oh, man, I know. And it still isn't even that bad.
Right.
Wait till the Hilltopper basketball camp in July, then we'll talk.
That's
right?
a rough one. Oh yeah.
But this actually isn't too bad, considering it's been nice the last maybe 3 days.
When we come for this girls' season in the fall, it's brutal in here.
Yeah, that's worse. You're right. That's totally worse. Nillen will send it over on the third touch. The set from Lacey goes over. Now Branco with a loft.
Nice.
Oh, Nara took
that
it.
was great up.
How about that? We'll try it again.
Nice.
Oh, how about that?
Great swing.
DiCavallo takes it himself right in the middle of the court.
That's a nice set for him. That was a really good set for him. Good height.
Hilltoppers back ahead here by a point, 8-7. And we'll see Nathan Kuchar getting to serve, a sophomore getting some action here in the playoffs.
Yeah, this is Nathan's first year playing. He's doing a great job. His serving has been
That's a great
incredible,
serve.
right?
How about that? How about that from Kuchar? All right.
You know,
Way to be, kid.
The great thing about it, too, and Coach Kelly says all the time, you get a player like that, it's his first year, he picks up the game, he can pick up a skill just like, like serving, where he really gets a handle on the ball, he gets good movement on it, and he gets minutes, and he's going to get playing time, and he knows.
Oh! Danny Keys, welcome to set number 2.
He's going to answer those Brookline kids right now with that one. That was a great one.
Well, you're going to intimidate a little bit.
Oh,
they've had some pretty good
that was great.
spikes themselves. Another good serve from Kuchar.
Yeah, so I was saying, like, just having him be able to, go in and serve and play just that position at that one time and kind of be that role person that can do that and take it over. It's great having that spot for him. He knows his job, and he does it well.
Good kill there from Chabon. Now Watkins will serve. 10-8 in favor of the Hilltoppers. Going to set up Keys again. No, going to Nara. Blocked. Out of play. It's been a really good set number 2.
Yes, definitely.
Totally different set from the first.
Yeah. The Hilltoppers are kind of feeling it now and getting, ooh, we spoke too soon. I was going to say getting in their groove. And
yeah, that one.
And then we had a little
Durfee
miscommunication.
10-10. Well, again, not seeing a team before, I think Brookline made the most adjustments. Hilltoppers have definitely made some now after the first set, but now you're down a set. Lofted by Kuchar.
Nice
Oh,
save.
baby.
Oh.
Oh, that's a tough one there. Considering the effort of Branco to even get to that. Played it off the ladder, basically.
That was a great save by Cameron.
3-point run. Joe kept it in. It was probably going out. Now going to send it over. They get it right to Lacey, setting up Sue for the point. And Brookline getting a little comfortable here, putting up about 4 straight points. Kuchar going to sub out here for Thomas Michael, another sophomore. Thomas was actually in the starting 6 this evening. Another good serve from Watkins. Joe plays that one, set to Keys. It is blocked, denied up front. And Pomeroy
Great
says,
block.
no, no. Those two squaring off at the net. It's like in this corner, Danny Keys.
I love it.
In this corner,
Here we go.
Kyle McCauley-Pomeroy. Bad serve that time, gives Durfee a point back and the ball for Cam Branco to serve.
Yeah, Danny's really going to have to work on hitting around that block. If he hits straight, it's going to get blocked. So he's really got to kind of pick his side, especially when you have a big blocker up there.
Yeah. Good
Use
height
those
and
angles.
set there for Sue, but he couldn't get it over the net. So the Hilltoppers in position to tie it back up. Back to Sue. Put down by Keys up front. Bad serve from Lacey.
I think they're going to call I think they're calling a net call on Keys. Yeah?
Yeah, that's
And then give it to
unfortunate.
Brookline.
It's unfortunate.
the crowd doesn't like that either.
I mean, the ball's coming to the net. I didn't see anything there, but you have a trained
tough.
eye.
Yeah,
so
it was
what did you see?
From this angle, I didn't notice anything. It didn't look like he had hit the net to me, but being up on top of that ref stand and seeing right down the top of the net.
But again, you can't reach over. Correct?
Right. You can't do that either.
Rebello on the serve. Another fake.
That's
Sue
out.
goes sailing out.
Hey, the ball doesn't lie, so that might have been.
Yeah.
That's always our saying in volleyball, where we feel like they had a bad call and the next play happens. It's the ball doesn't lie.
Yeah, and the next serve went into the net, so there you
right.
go.
Oh,
kept
nice
in
up.
and kept alive. Another carry.
Yeah. That's a tough one. I can't see very well where we are to where that ball had hit. Who was that? Cardozo. He might have had an open hand palm on that, and they could have called a carry.
Yeah, you can play with the fingertips, right? No palm.
Right. Good
That's
swing.
going to fall in. No, what a diving play by Lee to keep it in play.
Good, nice pass.
Keys!
Oh, and Danny Keys again. I love it.
Keys is going
Great
target.
Swing. Great
Playing
swing.
target practice with Lee. That's twice he's knocked him down. Back and forth we go.
Nice. They're keeping this nice and
in a great
close.
set number 2. Well, obviously the Hilltoppers, are feeling it. They know they can't go down 2-0, so they got to win this set, even it up. Plenty of coverage there. Everybody back in rotation. A set for Camara, and it's in.
Great read by Joseph there. He's got a big block with number 15 across from him. Being able to see, his setters in the back row right behind him. So seeing that just small little window there on the open court and tip that ball right behind those blockers, that's a great, great job.
Keys on the serve for the Hilltoppers. Back in front, 16-15. Chabon coming in.
Nice.
Hot.
We got.
Oh, boy.
Good
Unplayable.
hustle.
And
James
16.
Rebello had a nice attempt there for a dig. Just left his feet in it. Got away from him.
So 16 all as Pomeroy will serve. Diving in is Rebello. It goes over the net. Nice job kept in. Oh,
nice.
Branco.
Just
so
out.
close.
It's a great spot,
Unfortunately, not able to cash in now twice doing that.
Yeah.
But I like the idea.
All right, one in the net and one a little too long.
So Brookline back in front. A net skimmer. Camara.
Great.
Off the palms. Oh, what a dive!
That was an unbelievable
Sue,
net.
and the point.
Wow. Great job. That was a great job.
Pomeroy
good
just a little
volleyball
bit
right
animated.
That's some great volleyball right there. And Durfee got their hands on it. We had the block
I
up,
know.
but just the angle of it, that's what happens.
Another block.
Oh, and that was going out of bounds. We're there for the cover, but it was just out of bounds. We ended up touching that.
19-16. Brookline with a 3-point lead here late in the second set, and now a timeout. Yeah, the crowd to our right really letting Pomeroy here, who was just a little bit animated after that last point. Man, oh man.
Rightfully so, though.
Looked like he won the state tournament. It's like he won the finals. So 19-16 here. 75-second timeout, about halfway through it now. I think it's a good idea, though, from Brendan calling timeout. I kind of sensed it was coming.
Yeah,
you
it
know,
was a good spot.
I think it's a good move to settle everybody down.
Yeah, definitely. And with us getting the serve right now, we're in a good position where we can get a good pass on the serve receive.
Yeah.
Get that ball to Cameron and hopefully get a kill and side it out and get the point right back. And we're in a good spot.
So Pomeroy will serve again. Keys, it goes back, so Cam is not going to get the set he wants. Joe's going to try to play it. That was a good swing for Kamara. Chabon blocked up front. Going back for him, it goes out of play. Blocked again. Cam lofts it for Joe on the other end, and that is
great.
Oh, that might have been going out, but one heck of a dive again by Sue. He is all over the place.
He is.
Back to Cam looking for Kamara, who tries to drop it in. Chabon lofts it again. Kamara back up in the air. It's kind of set for Cardozo. Kept in by Hayden Odell, who's just into the game. Hilltoppers get the point on a double touch.
He was really off balance there, the Brookline setter, and you could see that one even if you're not, a volleyball player, that he really didn't get a good contact on that ball.
And too, the guy, their main setter, as that one hurts. Lacey, he's not in right now, so he's out of the rotation, and that might have played into it a little bit too. But a tough serve there from Cardoso gives the ball right back to the Warriors with once again a 3-point lead, 20-17. As Ethan Jampel will serve, second time he's served in the game, in the set, in the match. Kamara sends it over. Oh, tough play there, but again, Sue there to back it up. He is a heck of a defender, let me tell you. Kamara, it's blocked, out of play.
Nice, not
Hilltopper point.
Yeah, I mean, we gotta keep on swinging, and they're touching everything. Brookline is blocking a lot of things, but a lot of it's going out of bounds. So if we can get a nice, good swing on that and even use the block to kind of ricochet it off their arms to hit it out of bounds, we're looking pretty good.
Kamara with a little running serve, going to play it back. Lofted backwards, and that could be trouble. Third touch. Chabon sends it over, now trying to spike it. No good. Branco up front with the denial. And it's 20-19. Joe playing the lines as he likes to on the serves as well as the spikes, that time on the serve. Nara looking for the point.
Millen.
Third touch here. No foot. This is the third. Into the net.
Nice. And we're tied up. I love it.
20-20. Kamara will serve again. That's a good serve, and it went out. Those are the things, unfortunately, like an unforced error there, basically, to steal a tennis term. But that's basically what it is. And those are the rally killers for you when you're starting to build points. And something freaky happens like this, now you got to send it over. Well, that might have been going out, but they play it. Chabon sends it back, and that was going out too, and it was played. Tough one there for John Karam.
That was a tough. It almost looked like he wanted to kind of back off, but then couldn't.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you're gonna play those, you just got to commit to it and really go for it.
Yeah. So that gives Brookline a lead back, 22-20. So they're up by 2. Chabon will serve again.
Oh, tight.
Oh, what a block.
That was a nice block by Cameron.
It's going that way, though. Went out of play.
Just went out.
Another timeout for Durfee.
You don't see many blocks by Cameron, and that was a really good one.
I know it was. And again, another good serve from the Warriors.
Yeah.
Unable to keep it on the receive, and that's what set up the point for Brookline.
Brookline's got some nice servers. They've been doing a lot of little jump float serves that are going, short, but we're having a difficult time really getting to them. So they're doing a good job with that.
I will say after the season Durfee's had, I hope they can come back in the second set so that, a sweep is definitely out of the possibility.
Yeah.
Because you'd hate to see that. I mean, these guys have played such a good season. They've really been strong all year long.
Right.
Chabon will serve 23-20 here in the second set.
Tough pass.
Yeah. And it's just swatted over. Going for Sue. Sue into the net. Actually seemed to be a little late on it.
Yeah.
So Durfee with the ball back, kind of holding their own fate in their hands in this second set here, because if they give it back, that means it'll be a set point. So
correct.
Got to control here and work your way back. Kuchar with a serve.
He's got a great serve.
He really
if we
does.
Keep him on that line. That'd be perfect.
Set to Branco.
Oh.
All too easy for Keys. But they're calling
a carry on Cameron. He did take that ball a little low, but
yeah.
He got it out of his hands quick. I don't know.
Yeah, there's been some tic-tac calls here in this
that was a tough
first
one.
two sets that really could go either way.
That was a tough
and
one.
In my opinion, as the home team, you usually get those breaks. Not looking for a break or a favor, but I'm just saying.
Well, here we go. This will help us a little here.
So 24-22. And Branco's going to serve. Set point again for the Warriors. So Hilltopper's going to rally here.
Ooh, the short serve.
Setting up. Pomeroy, anybody home? Yes, it is in play. Send it over. Oh, that might have been going out. They played it. Got to live with the decision. Third touch, Lee sends it over. Branco will set up Keys. Tries to loft it in to space. Wow, no one taking a swing here. Everybody
really,
going with the soft touch this time.
At this point, we can't get.
Sue to Michael. Nice job. Lofted.
Nice.
Kept in by Lee. Branco, you're going to set up Keys. No, Nera.
Nice swing. Oh,
Still
they got
in
it back.
play.
That was in.
Oh, my goodness
that
gracious.
Was in.
And you tell me there's no Brookline fans here looking to the left of us.
Oh, I know. I saw a couple when they came in. That was a tough one. That wasn't. And that's when you don't want a line ref.
Yeah, I know.
That was a great play.
The official ran right away from Brendan Kelly, too.
Oh, that was tough.
Yeah.
That was tough.
So set number 2 questionably goes to the opponent, at least on our view. Set number 3 about to begin on Fred TV after a crazy long set number 2. Back and forth action.
Fun
Could have
one,
gone
though.
either way. A lot of fun for sure. From the MIA, more than 200,000 students who participate in approximately 100,000 high school sport competitions among the MIAA's 360 member schools this year. The Massachusetts Interscholastic Athletic Association encourages you to support your local high school athletic programs and the students who participate in them. Evan Massoud and Kelly Bullier with you here on Fred TV for playoff boys volleyball in the South bracket, Brookline versus Durfee. And the Warriors have come into the field house and taken a commanding 2-0 lead through the first 2.
Nice.
For the third straight set, though, the Hilltoppers have started ahead.
I know. What's going on?
Brendan would probably think, Coach Kelly would probably think that's a bad omen, getting the first point yet again. We know his superstitious mind.
Right. It's probably why I'm over here tonight and not doing the table, working the table. Can't change things.
No.
Good dig there by Thomas. Oh, a nice swing by Joe.
With the point, 2-0 Durfee. You know, this is one of the few teams that we've seen, at least on Fred, that are considerably taller than Durfee, and that's part of the mismatch here as well. It's all about matchups right now, and the Warriors are getting those matchups that they like. There's been more blocks that I've seen coming from them on Durfee than I've seen from any opponent this year.
Oh.
Michael unable to play that one, and it gives the Warriors their first points of set number 3. And the winner will play on Tuesday, the 5th, against Taunton. So actually quite a break here in between.
Yeah,
in
quite a few
between.
days.
Yeah. Great serve right there from, I believe that was Sue.
Great pass by Thomas, too.
Yeah. Chabon
Nice block.
blocked up front. No dice. Going to set him up again. No, Pomeroy takes it.
Oh, someone nagged the net there right at the end. Oh, that was Joseph.
Yeah.
Kamara.
Yeah, so the next round game, whoever wins this will go to Taunton on June 5th, which is next Tuesday, for a 6:30 match. And again, Taunton 18-0, number 1 team in the state, the only undefeated team in the state. So whoever goes is going to have their hands full with Taunton, that's for sure. Blocked, kept in nicely. Got Branko sent it to Joe. Kept in by Lee. And that is out. Nice job, because that one came back kind of funny at Joe.
Yeah.
Got it in the air and had to back off of it so that Cam could play it back to him. So that was good. It worked out well for Durfee. Could have been bad, but it worked out well.
Yeah.
Danny Keys on the serve. To Chabon, the set back to him.
That one's
I'll
out.
make the call.
Yeah.
That one was most certainly out, too. 4-2.
I'll tell you, though, that being a line judge also is not an easy job.
No.
Even when you're right there.
Oh,
you got on
right
top of that
down
one.
to that, basically the 10-foot line there.
Yeah, even when you're right on the line, sometimes the ball is hit so hard, so fast that you don't even see it, or it's just so close where it just nabs the line. It's a difficult job.
Well, that's how I wonder. I mean, these guys aren't hitting it anywhere close to how hard a tennis ball is hit by the pros, and how these line judges make that call.
Nice.
In literally a blink of an eye. I mean,
exactly.
You got Serena Williams, and the ball's coming off of her racket at over 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Okay, there are pitchers.
You're not seeing that.
Pitchers in baseball that can't throw that hard, and she's sending it over 100 miles an hour, and a line judge is supposed to see if it's on the line or not.
Right.
You're kidding me? It's not easy. That is
that was
out
off.
and a point for Brookline. Right off the blockers
Off
up front
someone's
for
hands,
Durfee.
yep.
In the right spot, just too much power.
I actually had to, I was a line judge for a playoff game.
Oh, yeah?
Back in the day.
Cool.
And it was at, where did we put, I think we were at Fian.
Okay.
And I was right on that back line, and
Yeah.
I got a whole lot of yelling from parents because the ball was in play, and I called it, and I was right there. But even the top ref thought it was out of bounds,
Yeah.
you know?
Well, we went to Fian for your girls for the playoffs in the fall, and I had never been in the gym. That's a small gym.
It's very small.
That is tight quarters. That's like Coyle. Coyle's the same way when we went there for girls basketball playoff. Very small gym. I mean, we're talking like the seats go up maybe 3 or 4 steps. So like
small.
Basically the camera, the tripod is spread out, and it's basically almost on the floor. That's still in play.
Yeah,
and Brendan's saying to play it. And how about that? Hilltoppers with a nice job to keep that going. That's
that one's out.
Durfee point.
Great job.
That's heads up, and that's knowing your court.
Exactly.
Knowing that the basketballs are in play.
And even if you don't know your court, I tell my girls wherever we go, play everything. Play
of course.
You hear the whistle. Follow that ball and play it.
You have to.
That's in.
It sure is. And Kamara played it. Nillen will send it over. We got for Chabon on the far side. Oh, into the net. Bad set there. I don't know if there's a cross-up or something.
Yeah, I think he might have wanted to set the middle, and they got a little crossed up. Yeah. Their outside was ready to go, and couldn't get that one over.
Nice serve from Joe. Really good jump serve. Chabon sends it back to Joe. Nice flip over by DiCavallo, looking like Branco right there. Blocked and down for the point for the Warriors.
Hey, but now Durfee's up 3, so that's nice to see.
I know. Now I'm interested to see here, that last serve from Joe, the Warriors had 3 guys back.
Yep.
Is that, I didn't think that was allowed. I thought they had 4 guys back versus the 3.
You can.
Can you elect to do that?
Oh yeah, you can have you could have 5 guys back there. Oh.
Okay.
Nailing in the net. Yeah, you can have everybody back there.
As long as you get back in rotation once you get it, is that what it is?
They're still in rotation.
Okay.
As long as your front players are in front of your back players, you're still in rotation.
All right.
Yep.
Gotcha.
They would call it an overlap if you're. Oh, good block there, too.
What a block, and a nice job to keep it in.
Nice,
Nera
right
gonna
off
get
the block.
Point.
That was good.
Oh, and he looked back at the official because he wasn't buying
he's going to get a card.
I know. He was not. Yeah, and he is. And he because he got mad about the antenna.
Exactly. He got mad about the net call and then said a little something.
So instead, now he looked back like, you're going to give it to me this time.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah, you can't do that.
Exactly, no. You
can't do that.
No. That's one thing with volleyball. They don't tolerate talking. You cannot. No player can talk to the referee except for the captain.
Yeah.
So you see that he calls over Cameron. You cannot speak to the ref unless it's the floor captain that can talk to him, and that is it. They're very strict with taunting across the net and very strict with talking back to the referees. So
Kuchar, good serve, but a little long. So 9-7 the score.
Oh, so the overlap that we were saying was so if you're on the right side, how Thomas Michael, number 4, is on the right side of Joseph, he has to be on the right side. Doesn't matter how far back he is, as long as he's on that side.
What a dig from Joe, and Branco with the kill. Finally got his own point unassisted.
Great job.
One-handed little swat over the net.
That was a great job. Great play.
And Joe cleaning the floor again.
These sweaty boys.
I mean, it's warm in here. It is warm, and we got a good crowd.
I bet it'll be warm tomorrow with the rain and the humidity. It'll be nice and sticky in here for our phys ed classes.
not fun. Or after prom.
Oh, yes, that's tomorrow night, too. Forget about that. I see that they're already actually starting to set up over there on that side of the field house.
10-7. The Hilltoppers have not led by more than 3 in this set. Branco will serve. Nice soft serve, and it's played up front.
Nice
nice block by Keys, forcing the Warriors to reset. Another good block! And a denial.
Great job by Danny.
That should be a card on Hayden Odell, who just looked at the ref and started yelling in his direction, too, not liking the call. I would imagine he's got to be careful, too, because he looked right at the official.
Nice.
Nera That's hit up in the air by Lee. Set to Sue. Dug out
Nice
by
up.
Nara. Branko there to loft it. Keys trying to play it, plays it back again. Now Nara trying to find
Good
an
spot.
open hole. Back to Lee it goes. Cam will set. Kills for Nara. Oh, they're calling him again.
That one he definitely got it.
Yeah.
In college,
Man.
in college and USA Volleyball, I think I'm not exactly sure of what the rule is now, but there was a point in time where they said that you could touch like the bottom of the net, or if your jersey touched the net, that it would be okay.
Yeah.
But if you at any time hit the top of the net, they're calling that.
So Durfee loses a point. Another tough call. Joe
Nice
takes it
up.
out, back down to the ground again.
Free ball that over.
Cardozo set on the far side to Sue. Out of play on the block.
Durfee has definitely picked up their defense in this set, moving on the floor much better, defending the spots on the floor. I think we were kind of caught on our heels a little bit and standing up in those first two. And
yeah, well, I mean, it's do or die time. Now you're down in a 0-2 hole. I mean, you got to win 3 straight now, and that's not going to be easy to do.
You've got to make those adjustments for your defense. You've got to stay nice and low so you're under the ball. Stay on your toes so you're almost like ready to fall forward all the time on your defense.
So 11-9, and Hayden Odell will serve now for the Warriors.
Oh.
That was on the line. Yeah, well,
football. Oh, the ref is on the sideline calling it there too. Oh, they're gonna play it out.
That's awful.
He's waving his hand.
What is going on here?
Yes, there we go.
I mean, it took him long enough for crying out loud.
He's gonna wave that flag.
Give that man a whistle.
Right. I mean, he's
for
got his
crying
flag.
out loud.
His flag wasn't waving like it should be. He kind of, I think, was holding the edge of it. You need to
That's
see that.
unbelievable. I mean, my God, he's like practically drowning there. Help me. Call it. Durfee with the point. Should have come a lot sooner. Great block up front. Kamara and Keys.
That was a nice block.
And a timeout.
Those are the great plays in volleyball and the fun plays that everyone wants to see. A nice big attack, a nice big block. That's what makes it so fun. See the ref there telling him, I was waving it.
Oh, the call came right away. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just wasn't looking in that direction. Although, I mean, out of the peripherals, I mean, it's pretty easy to see someone waving a flag.
Exactly.
Goodness gracious. And again, nonetheless, the Hilltoppers did get the point.
Yes, that's good.
So 13-9 as Coach Jones called a timeout. This was the first time he's called a timeout in the match. James Rebello will serve here out of the timeout. Hilltoppers with the ball back.
Serve.
Good serve, yes. That is in.
Oh, out.
Oh, they call it out. Wow.
Nice.
Now, see, again, that's why you got the
I didn't see that one.
I saw it coming, and I could have sworn that actually was in, and I said, oh.
Yeah.
But that's why the line judge is there, so.
Oh.
Whoa, talk
Just
about
short.
The top of the net, not giving an inch that time. We've seen a couple skimmers tonight, but that's the first one that the border of the net has denied.
Do you remember back in the day when the ball hit the net and didn't even if it went over and hit the net, that didn't count?
Yeah.
Back in the side-out scoring days? Oh. Whoa. What was that call?
I am not sure. I haven't seen them make that call. 3-point game now. 2 straight for the Warriors. Sue on the serve again. Out.
That was in.
Wow. You're 2 for 2 right now. I thought that was out.
That one went in.
So 14-12. Let's say Sue has
Nice
a
jump
great
serve.
serve.
Hey, that was a great pass, too, by the Hilltoppers on this side.
Yeah. Blocked and out of play. And a timeout called by Durfee. So just like that, the Warriors climbing back in here. They were down 14-9, and they've put up 4 straight. It's a 1-point game. Another back and forth, very closely contested set here in this playoff match.
Hopefully we can just keep this lead.
Yeah,
Even if it's a 1-point lead, I'll take it.
Durfee has not trailed in this 3rd set. And, you know, the Hilltoppers need to stop the bleeding here. They got to get the ball out of the hands of Sue, who really is probably the best server for the Warriors. That's a great serve. It
But,
really
I mean, we're
is.
handling it well.
Oh, nobody back. So 14 all. Warriors have put up 5 straight to tie it up here.
Hopefully we can side out here.
Yeah, and Sue continues to serve.
Not much.
Now,
Cameron
let
can do with
me
that
ask you,
one.
so I thought you can't reach over the net. That was a reach over the net, was it
So,
not? So
the ball has to break the plane of the net.
okay.
So if at all the ball is above the height of the net and on their side, even just a little bit,
Okay, then
it's
they can touch
okay.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Yep.
But that's the clarification we're looking for. So.
And that's a tough one for us to see.
Yeah.
That the referee on top they can see very, very well.
Of course, yeah, of course. That one hits the antenna, 15 all. Well, break it down now. We're tied at 15, first to 10, basically.
Yep.
10 more points you need. It's a whole new ball game. Tied up again. Chabon into the net. Hilltoppers will lead again. And Keys will continue to serve. Keys has a good serve. You know, not like the most powerful server, but he floats it well.
Yeah.
Always gets very little spin on the ball.
Yep.
Rebello down to the knees. Branco with the set. And the no deflection, so
Nope.
the point to the Warriors. I love their logo.
Yeah, that's
You
cool.
saw it in the open, folks, the graphic. They have a great
like
logo. Very modern.
Yes.
Really cool.
Crisp and
Yeah.
clean. I like it.
That's
Ooh,
short.
short serve.
Pomeroy with a bad serve. He's quieted down a little bit. Seems to have come back to earth after his outburst in set number 2. That's short on this
another
side.
short one. We've had quite a few short serves tonight.
Yeah. John Karam back in. And we'll see Jampel serve now for the Warriors.
Good pass.
Branco with the set to Di Carvalho.
Nice.
Finds open court for the point. Now Camara will serve. Joe's had some really good serves. I mean, we had a couple that have sailed on him. So see how he does in this game. No jump that time. Looking for Watkins. They play it soft touch. Branco will set up Nera. Nera going soft touch.
Nice.
Drops it in there.
Nice little tip right behind that block.
19-17. So we got the baseball team behind us. And apparently they have a lucky teddy bear they just brought out.
It's got some sunglasses on,
It's got
too.
some sunglasses. Oh, yeah. Branco to Di Carvalho. Played by Sue. Set by Lacey.
Oh,
still in.
Oh, we got that up. Nice.
Oh, how about that? Kept in play.
Oh, go
Vicious
get it.
kill. And the point to the Warriors. Two guys blocking it, and it still wasn't enough.
No.
Yeah, with some power behind that.
And I think Di Carvalho kind of went, his hands were down, and as he went up for the block, is like the ball was hitting him.
Yeah.
As he was coming up, he wasn't there yet, and so it kind of sailed off their hands.
Chabon just served it. Di Carvalho sent it over on the third hit. Watkins out.
Out of bounds. You know that one's out.
I was right that time.
When the referee has to jump out of the way, the
Yeah,
lines
really.
judge.
Kuchar going to get some more serving time here.
I like that he gets all the way back to the curtain there and
Yeah, he's got some power. His arm,
gives
he's a strong
himself
arm.
a lot of room.
Great serve. 20-18 the score for Durfee.
Nice.
Make it 19.
Wow. That was a nice turn on that ball. That was a very good hit.
It was.
For not the tallest person out on the Brookline team, is it Lee, number 5?
Yeah.
He got up and really turned well on that.
Watkins on the serve. Branco will set. Oh, no, flips it over, trying to get everybody out of rotation, out of sync there. Camara lofts it to Branco. Nillen will play at the net.
Oh, and they're going to call the carry.
Oh, that's that is not a carry. That's a bad call.
That's a tough one. That's a
It
tough
was
one.
like instant release. How do you carry it if you're going down?
If he feels that he was
I didn't see that. I'm sorry.
even under the ball a little, behind the ball a little bit, if it stays in the hands too long,
Yeah. Well,
I'd love to hear his explanation.
I think that's bang bang. That's a rough call right there against the Hilltoppers. I mean, the guy, he's in
difficult
midair.
with two
and-
hands.
I don't know.
Oh.
Didn't hold on to that any longer than Cam does when he sets it.
Yeah.
All right, third touch. Send it
There we
over
go.
and shake it off.
We got to keep those hands up on the
Yeah.
defense.
Oh, nice job. Keeping it alive. Joe Camara, third touch out of play.
Felt like we tried to rush that one a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
And not take our time
Warriors
with it.
back in front. I should say in front for the first time in the set.
Yeah.
And that's not a good sign for the Hilltoppers. Keys will get
Nice.
a point. Are you sure that wasn't a carry? I mean, really, there's no difference from what just went on there with
Right.
Keys to Nillen's point. There's no difference at all. That was a bogus call against the
know.
Hilltoppers.
And maybe, too, with just using both of his hands, using a whole hand.
I don't know.
Nice block by Danny.
Nice job. Branco going down to the ground, digging it out. Set to Chabon. It's going
good.
back. Nobody home. 22-21. Can see Brent Lacey serving now. 22-21. Visitors in front again. Lofted by Branco. Joe's going to take it. Lacey will set for the far side to Sue. And that's in.
Oh, that's way in.
23-21. Hilltoppers down to 2 points here, and now a timeout called by Coach Kelly. Led the whole set, and now the Warriors in position to basically sweep this match right into the books.
That's a tough one, that last play. You got to follow those balls. Even if you're not sure if it's in or out, it's get all the way to that line and make sure that it's out of bounds. And if you're not sure, then you play it anyway. That's what I tell my girls all the time. Play it anyway. You don't want to take that chance. Hopefully this little bear back here will give us some good luck. And
yeah, we don't know the bear's name.
It's Brewski. They just told me. Yeah.
Brewski's not helping us out right now. Otherwise, that wouldn't have been a carry. Quick timeout for the Hilltoppers. Used less than a minute there. 2 point lead for the Warriors. 2 points away of advancing to the quarterfinals. 23-21. And they've led for, what, maybe 5 minutes in this set? Yeah. I mean, again, Durfee's led this whole set.
Right.
A skimmer, and that's going to fall in. Match point coming up.
There's not much you can do with that.
No.
Not much.
Joe played it properly, and there's nothing you can do. That's the only way to play it was to go down and get it. Lacey can win it here. Skimmer, Michael plays it. Branco lofts it. Camara will send it over. Right in front of the net, going for the kill. It is still in play. What a dig from Nara. Coming back, Chabon. Camara plays it, still alive. Branco sets up Joe. Joe sends it over to Lee. Lee back to Lacey. Now to the near side, they get tied up. Who's going to be there? Nobody home. And that's going to end the match in the Hilltopper season.
That was a tough one. That was a
tough one, and not a lot of help from the official up on the ladder in that end of this third set. A point that should have been Durfee's. Really changed the complexity of this third set very quickly.
Exactly.
And you know, that's where it's, you know, the officials, when they influence the game, that's where it can be a problem. And I'm sorry, but after Keys swatted it over the same exact way, just with one hand versus two, I didn't see anything different there.
Right. I would love to know kind of the explanation of that, or what he thought was going to be more, you know, why that made that a carry. And it's a definite judgment call sometimes on those, but they're tough. Well, great game though.
It was a really good
volleyball
match,
played.
and you know, Brookline's going to have their hands full, that's for sure.
Yeah,
with Taunton. But I will say that these last two sets were really great. I mean, we're talking back and forth constantly, and that's exactly what you want. It's a shame that, you know, it came down to a sweep, because, you know, really what happened in this third set with the Warriors, it's kind of what Durfee did to Brockton.
Yeah.
Brockton led sets 2 and 3. Hilltoppers all of a sudden have match point out of nowhere.
Right.
And that's kind of what happened here.
Exactly.
So it's an unfortunate turn of events here. I don't know. Maybe our official wanted to get home for dinner or something. I'm kidding. But that call against Nara will definitely be a questionable call, and one that we'll look back on. I can't wait to see the tape back.
I know.
Once this airs,
me too. I want to
because I'm really curious to know and to see if I can see anything on tape slowing it down, if it really was two or if it was just both hands simultaneously. Because otherwise, you'd call a double touch. I don't see that as a carry. If anything, a double touch. That's not a carry, in my at least from my eyes.
And it definitely was a double touch. You got both hands on it simultaneously, pushed the ball down. That was tough. That was a tough one.
Yeah. All right. Well, that ends the boys volleyball season abruptly.
But a great season.
But it was a great season for the boys. Their first outright Big Three championship. They will raise a banner here in the field house in the future for this season's league play.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So it really was. It was a great season, a lot of fun. And Kelly, you got another calling here from coaching. You've done a nice job.
Thanks.
Doing
I've had
color.
A blast.
Yes, and we thank you for being here.
Fun.
So, all right. This will be our last action from the field house. Good news is there will be some outdoor playoffs. Diamond and Durfee baseball are in the tournament, and Diamond softball is in the tournament as well. So we'll have more playoff action coming from outside soon on Fred TV. Check out the Fred TV Sports Facebook page. We'll have the tournament matchups for baseball and softball next Tuesday as they are announced.
Awesome.
For now, thanks to Mira Saba for running camera once again, and thanks to Kelly Bullier for joining me these last few matches. I'm Evan Massoud saying so long from Durfee.